All right.
All right, I'd like to introduce our first featured reader of the evening, fantastic poet and a friend. Bradley Penner is a kinda sorta MFA candidate in poetry at San Francisco State University, co-editor-in-chief of 14 Hills, and collector of analog synthesizers. His first name translates from Olde English as BroadMeadow, while his last name is used in contemporary German slang to describe a lazy homeless person. Bradley Penner is okay with being a BroadMeadow Bum. He lives in a rent-controlled apartment in Berkeley, and no, he won't take the settlement. Please welcome Bradley.
Hey everyone. Thanks for inviting me out here. I have some old stuff, I have some new stuff. I'll just leave it at that. I'm going to speak for itself. I'm going to start with an old one though. You probably all heard this before. I love reading it out loud, so I'm going to read it again. It's called Maggie. Maggie. 1. Suppose poem a verb, like love. I poem you X, I do. I poem you more than X or Y or what have you, and like love, delicate minutia, time of attention, poeming like loving, doesn't care to be found out, have to. To poem is to love the difficulty of it, the satin strain, blindfolded, feeling for silk, to find it. Have you? 2. 85th and Broadway, Little Brownstone, Central Park. A cut just below your lower lip. Probably the pop rocks, the red ones always, as if color could be further revealed by slitting. The first taste of you was a boiler room. Red is a boiler room. Taking the 1 or 2 into Chelsea for blood oranges. 3. Sherwin-Williams on Broadway, Oakland. You choose Pompeii blue, I Meltwater. Most of the kitchen is an afternoon, an after the fact, as if pastels resolve rich with the sun. We resolve in swatches of blue jay, that Tweety bird. 4. This poem isn't about you. 5. Now suppose poem as fuck, the act of. Holes, streams, knee, neck, dimples of spine. Never does this poem mean forever. To fuck as poem is moment, as fleeting as coming. But I've come to write, and what's put down is done. And then again, same with love. 6. But back to this blue jay, the one outside my kitchen window, always pining over what makes another nest, what the other takes. Poems, maybe. Whatever it is, it's always taking, as if to say, do you see me for all of my blue? Do you know why I ruffle this crown? And the mourning dove says nothing, coos slight in a yellow dusk of window. 7. I used to write poems for you, with you. Now I just fuck. 8. In the first essay of Genealogy of Morals, Nietzsche claims the lamb cannot separate strength from expressions of strength. That lamb holds the bird of prey accountable for being a bird of prey. What's put down is done. The deed done, the deed being everything. The doer is merely a fiction added to the deed. 9. The doer is this poem. Like Nietzsche's flash of lightning, it's the deed of the deed. You see, you love, you fuck, you poem, but it's in lieu of action. Action which brought the scene loving fucking poem. Metaphor reacting in metaphor, the act of. But what does Nietzsche know anyway? Nietzsche never fucked a day in his life. Love, yes, too much even, but that's not the kind of love I'm talking about. 10. To poem then, I guess, is to will. The blue jay in meltwater, meals in the kitchen. To love the fucking bean poem. The peeled blood orange of a subway. To breathe and mirror the verb of it. Sake of time, some of these are longer. I'm okay? Okay. This one, it's kind of tender. It's called Lily Outside the Window. Lily outside the window. Inside the window, a cold, hard floor. In Coltrane rivers on her player rain. The door, the threshold, we come to close. There's a look on her piano keys, they bloom beneath the cheekbone. Soft, steady hands we press together in the leaves. Be lily between this whitened sheet and mulch of several roses. The bare and mineral rest we take behind a petal's curve. I know I just said bare and mineral, but I sometimes like to just pull lines and make it the title of a new poem and go with that. So this one's called Bare and Mineral. You call me textured and meld in a sadness, then hexagonal milk placed on my knee. The curing earth crust cares not of my theirs, her shift into iron unapproachable mass. But what protrudes the length of a clearing? In Kansas, flat, sprawling, in crystal, every nothing, peek through the granite of expectancy, find the sharp protruding bulb of itself. She's there, writhing in the millions of time. This physical God makes fingers of herself, prays in geysers a bridge, and a stem grows out the murk of a rock, who told it to be, and the crystal said clear. This one's called Onions. I had an onion patch in my backyard a few years ago and it failed miserably. I'm not so good at the picking of things, be they up or out or through, each paper fold in its opposite face, broadsides draped on blades of grass, the soft of your cheek turning. I'd let you in, but this room is a mess, can't find keys to the sternum. Remember our drawer of feathers, hover the floor with a hand lens, wincing. Catch just dust as it settles on poems, like pollen turns petal, a soil, then root, an underground birth is the blossom of end. So I grow onions, decapitalized in dirt, a cold purple center with services green, sometimes. The thrush in white patches calls out a song or two, like my leaf is farin in Londe, or make lemonade before bed. Swallow, dream it's vindictive, your hand in my mouth, pulling primrose weed from shadows below the cadaver. Myself, behind wild hyacinths, dredging at bulbs with two knees. And I just have two more that are not like that at all. So we just got back from AWP. We marched on Capitol Hill. I'll let the poems speak for themselves in that way. This first one is actually for Milo in Berkeley. It has a working title called Europa is Burning. His book deal got cut today, by the way. Yeah. Breitbart might even fire him from what we hear, so we'll see. Yeah.
It's about sex then.
Yeah. But it starts with a quote from Sartre from his trilogy, The Roads to Freedom. You don't fight fascism because you're going to win, you fight fascism because it's fascist. I mean, let's be real, right? So this was written in response to the protest up at Berkeley. Watch her throw a rock at the neighborhood, proverb-like. Too close not to know where the bridge is burning. Ivory scrum huffing blue ethereal flames from its underneath, breathing dust as great again. Again, suspension, phrase, eternal. Have you thought what coddles the world? The break and back of watermelon as it shudders down your palm, the system's hand on your palm. Farm to table a flashbang, please. Mexico, your rubber's a bullet, flush as concrete, lay me down, softer and softer, splice. The wings of a paper bird, held up, down with elbows, sticks, floating on the gas of tears, a mother, television, fear, is the art of blaming stars, for cursing modicum earth, the thick pain of lithos damned to tender body. The body knows my frauds, the pressing down of bruises, the lingering manifold limbs, the fist will find a cheekbone, but where does the face belong when war cries wolf to himself? A field is a field so long as you attach remembering to it. Battle, oil, wheat, flour, killing is just as much forgetting the first time you saw machine kills fascists and think of yourself as all but machine, not what kills by hands of fascists. As the television watches an earthquake smash windows, call it a Reichstag, call for her arrest, like this is what we must fear. Like there's a lot of forgetting going on. This is called On Walking the National Mall. The first symptom of fear is forgetting. A fist in the mouth. Not fist is your teeth, biting down, grindstone, suspended in air. So bulletproof man makes a bomb out of apples, swallows back the lump like receptacle, tosses from hand to hand like trash. A boy walks by among memorials, knots for a throat, whispers through it, there's death in this statue. Blood bronze, two partners, kiss and smile in the reflection pool. As rain trickles down her blood cheek, she compresses to his chest forever. Names of the fallen monolith, bodily injury, metallic twang of the hour bell, rings on the yard. Child feeds a squirrel. The TV is Rodney King and white man on the microphone in a boxer bar down H Street talks French and German cheekbones to the true blood of America. The one-way ticket, 35-cent pocket America. Wagon of newspaper, 12-year-old America. As the white man dusts at the archive of America. Gurgling, phlegm, tries spitting out the symptoms. Forgetting he never knew. Do you understand what I am, says America, to which the white man wipes the cow's mouth. The eye enters here, sleuthing up some marble steps, looks Lincoln in the eye and asks for a receipt. He hands you a prescription, says, take fist out of mouth to knock back these walls from this gamut of teeth. And I think I'm going to stop there.